Yeah, I see something you said on TikTok recently along the lines of Skepta and Drake had a relationship, but Skepta was trying to block Giggs getting a look in from Drake.
Skepta was one of the first people that Drake was fucking with when he come to the UK.
That's true.
It was Sneak Boat.
He's supporting. He don't need to. He don't need nothing from no one. So if he's doing it, it has to be. It must be genuine.
It was Sneak Boat. It was our dads that he shouted out, but he was really working with Skepta. He met Skepta and he wanted to link up with Giggs.
Yeah.
And Skepta was the one who got the call, like, bro, put me in touch with this guy Giggs. He's the hardest. I've just discovered Giggs. Like, put me in touch with him. And this guy just said, nah, bro, I'm doing... Because he knew that this guy wanted to reach out to Giggs, he was trying everything in his power to stop him getting in touch with Giggs, which just speaks to his whole mindset. Like, it's like, people want to see you do well, but not better than them. Or
yeah, do you think that's why Giggs is so easily just aired out Skepta now? Do you think there's always been a little bit of, even though they follow each other, have little things like they made a tune a while ago, but do you think that's why? I was surprised that, like, when I made the video, Giggs calls out Skepta, probably a lot of people thought that was clickbait, but it's actually what happened. Like, you wouldn't think.
It's pretty much what happened, yeah. But also I think Giggs is kind of like addressing this thing of like, everyone's sort of jumping on the bandwagon too. All these other grime artists doing the same thing, like Sending for Joyner, and all these people doing their little 32s and not representing like rap. We're not talking about rap, we're talking about grime.
But I don't think clashing is the way to prove it that we're good in America. It don't even make sense. There's nothing there to clash about.
Don't make no sense,
the originators.
Skepta, I don't know, Chip, Kano, Gets. Sometimes me, Giggs, a UK rapper, makes grime songs. Sometimes, but I'm a rapper.
Shorty Horror's over there right now. He's doing a battle with K-Shine. That is the stuff that will get us respect internationally. But
bro, that's why we've got respect.
Yeah,
that's the only reason we've got respect. Because I always said this is nothing new. Yeah. I made a video. I said this ain't nothing new. We've been doing this for ages. What are you guys talking about? Like Lunacy, Shotty Horror, Marlon and Shuffle T. They've been going over to the States and burying man. These men are selfish, bro. It's got nothing to do with showing the America what the UK is capable of. For Big Zoo, it's about promoting water. For Skepta, it's about promoting Skepta. And for all the other guys that done diss tracks, it was all just like brainwashy, like, oh, this is cool now. We're going to get a few fucking clicks now. Let's go. What I did was like, fuck you guys. I'm going to have to destroy Big Zoo to show these Americans that there's actually some faith. And I ain't going to lie, like, that's why I've kind of come out on top, because these Americans are watching Pasta and they're like, oh, this is UK rap. True. Sorry, bro.
This ain't even fair. This ain't even fair. For all y'all who've been like, the way he's covering this, are y'all going to tell me that anybody involved in this situation is rapping better than this nigga right now?
I don't know what Skepta's truly feeling, but I assume we're just in this pocket of space in the game right now where things are constantly evolving. They always evolve. We always go through errors. We always go through different timelines. What was cool isn't cool. And there's this new wave of new artists, this new generation, and they're creating a completely new sound that us old guys can't replicate, bro. And that's what happens. That's the nature of the game. We build the brick road. These new guys come along, but some people are selfish, bro. They don't like the idea. They're like them old fighters, them old boxers that are just like, I got one more fight in me, man. And then they just get knocked out. But like,
I agree with what Giggs said though. When Giggs said about we're finally getting the respect to Broad, Central C, him. So it's
finally, bro. Yeah. It should have happened 20 years ago, but we're also like cock blocky, dick measury, gatekeepy, nepotistic, that what actually happens is we want to hoard all the things for ourselves. Like, we're not actually putting on the UK like people think. Only just have we started respecting artists from Manchester and Birmingham.
Yeah.
Let alone all these little tiny nooks and crannies that are all across just here in the UK, but I think globally, we're facing like an epidemic of celebrated celebrity culture that promotes excess and toxicity, which is designed to keep our young people, for lack of a better word, like stupid, doing dumb shit.
So Big Zoo, Where does he come into
Big
this?
Zoo is
Big
just
Zoo.
Big Zoo for me is just a representative of that behavior, of that culture, of that way of being. You know what I mean? The brands he represents. Just and Big Zoo isn't even the worst for it. So imagine what I do to the rest of them. You know what I mean? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just have aligned myself from day one in the purest like part of art and the art form.
Yeah.
You got to remember where hip hop derives from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was a voice for us for black people during a civil rights movement,
Yeah.
and they used it just for that. They used that to condemn police brutality. They used that to condemn what their governments were doing to their people. They use that to tell their stories of their rise to riches through being impoverished. They use that to tell stories of ancient history and we are the modern day poets of our era. We are the Shakespeares of today, and all of that's been lost and it's been buried. And it's all part of a deliberate, systematic plan that started from the top and sort of trickles down. And these people are just pawns in a bigger plan, but they're all right because they're just getting money. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're all right. We're just getting money. You know what I mean? Like.